In the heart of New York City, Donald Trump Jr. is continuing his education in wealth, American style.
What they do is they drop a line and they make it absolutely perfect by laser. It's done by a laser. And then they put the sheetrock right up against that line and you have the ceilings perfect. Every one of these coffers will look like that.
Most of what I'm learning is right here. I'm in school right now, every day learning something different, and each building has its own nuances, and each one of them's like a different class.
Growing up, Donald Jr. could have had anything he wanted, but his father knew that wealth is a double-edged sword.
My parents kept me humble, and I try not to get too immersed into a lot of the things, I guess, that kids are susceptible to when they're presented with a lot of opportunities. Anything we wanted, we had to work for. We weren't just, here's $5,000, go blow it on whatever you want.
But as long as you've earned your wealth, you can be free to enjoy it. Tonight, Donald Sr. is heading out for a night on the town with his girlfriend, model Melania Knaus.
This show is great tonight. This is Vogue and VH1 got together and they do the VH1 Vogue Fashion Awards. Look at the crowd outside. Isn't that amazing? See, what time is it?
8:45.
Oh, what perfect time. Beautiful.
Who are you wearing tonight?
This is Brianna.
Do you consider yourself a style icon coming up? Just keep it.
No, I don't think of myself as a style icon, but I build beautiful buildings.
In America, being a billionaire can make you famous. And America's glamorization of monetary wealth is becoming contagious, even in the most unlikely places.
In a way, Norway, just like the rest of the world, has been Americanized. Maybe it's food for thought that that is a bad word. It should be a good word. I mean, it's the land of freedom and democracy and possibility. Sadly, the more you get, maybe the greedier you get in a way. And this has happened to Norway as well.
In big cities like Oslo, a new generation of wealthy Norwegians is working harder and spending money just like Americans.
This is a Maserati Spider. The price in Norway would be approximately 160,000 US dollars.
But the government is fighting back.
Tax for the car would be approximately $70,000. It's almost the price of a house to buy a Maserati here.
Norway's taxes can be as high as 60% on a new car. And if that doesn't stop Norwegians from being extravagant, perhaps Elizabeth Molander will.
When I see a Ferrari, I just think, gosh, that's so much money in that car. And I don't get, well, impressed.
Elizabeth runs a public service campaign that reminds Norwegians not to forget the important things in life.
This was supposed to be released last Christmas. Thursday, December the 7th, we'll poke a finger at Santa's nose and invite all of Norway to take one afternoon absolutely free from shopping centers, cash register lines, and shopping bags.
Who pays for these ads? The Norwegian government.
It's quite strange that the government actually gives us this economical support. But if we don't have this kind of initiative, people don't ever stop and reflect on what they really want to do. They just sort of take all the things they can get, and we want to be of a reaction to that. Norway is a very rich country, and as we have reached sort of a level where we can get almost whatever we want, we can see that now the time to be with your family, time to be on your own, is even more important, because you sort of have everything that you need.
It's something everyone says and everyone knows is true, but it's still difficult to do. But the happiness is not in spending.
Ingebrigt, who helped create the timeout ads, agrees with Elizabeth that time equals wealth.
Quantity time is more important than quality time. It's just a fact of life. So there's no more excuses, unfortunately.
Today, he's left work early to spend time with his daughter.
What people dream of, at least in Norway, is not money. Number one, we want more time. Number two is health. Then it's togetherness. Fun, love, and money is in 10th position. So if people took their own dreams seriously, consumption would go down, and maybe that would be Norway's #1 contribution to a sustainable world.
At the southern edge of the Sahara Desert, the nomadic Wadabi are preparing for almost 9 months of no rain. According to the Wadabi's creation myth, God created the cattle first, and then created the Wadabi to take care of the cows. In the face of a severe drought, the Wadabi's cattle, their primary source of wealth, will be in jeopardy. But this tiny radio station may be the key to their survival. The United Nations, USAID, and other relief organizations have funded a new network of rural radio stations that can provide the nomads with crucial weather information. Now, for the first time ever, Wadabi will be able to hear weather reports and vital news in their own language. Ordinary electric or battery-powered radios are worthless to the nomads. But Dr. So has brought the Wadabi a specially designed solar-powered hand-crank radio.
Niger being a country which is very dependent on rainfall, and rainfall being very scarce, rural radio will allow them, as they're moving from one area to another, to receive information as to, let's say, whether there are drought conditions or not, and indicate to them if there are centers set up to provide food for their cattle or their camels.
The Radio Rural program is very important for nomadic people. It helps them to stay nomadic, but to become citizens too.
If and when a drought occurs, the nomads will know where to find help, and their ancient attitudes toward wealth may survive another year.
I think that the Wadabi people is like the beginning of humanity. When you own property, you become a different person. You think about what you own more than who you are. Even your link with God, I think, is different. When you own a land, which is the land of God. The nomadic people can teach us how to be human. If we lose Wadabi, we lose a piece of humanity.
The former equity owners of Lamington Farms unanimously decided to sell the club to a man who shared the same dreams and visions that we all had for this lovely piece of property.
They had no choice, folks. I'm only kidding.
Can I talk about the dream now, or do I have to? Okay.
At age 56, Donald Trump shows no signs of slowing down. Today he's in New Jersey for the groundbreaking of a new Trump National Golf Course.
I love what I'm doing. I really enjoy what I'm doing. It's artistic. It's everything I've always wanted to do. Okay, let's take a little dirt out of here. Okay, throw them on the press. Come on.
Wealth can mean a lot of things. It can be obviously financial wealth, or you can have emotional wealth, and many different things. And I think, if you have all of them, I guess it's a great thing. But if you have, say, financial wealth without the emotional or cultural wealth or any of these things, you're not probably a real complete person.
For Donald Jr., true wealth will only come from realizing his own dreams.
It's a family business, and it kind of always has been, and it'll stay that way, but it'd be really nice to be able to do something independently that's success that can be attributed simply to my own hard work and just kind of really be like, look, this is what I can do. It's not just living in someone else's shadow.
So long, my friend. Take care. So long, fellas. Good job. So long, Coach. Having billions of dollars or having wealth is wonderful, but, much more important is your health, and much more important is your family. After that, you'll make money. If you're smart, if you know what you're doing, you can make money. But having health and having family and all, that's probably number one. That is number one as far as I'm concerned.
Fortunately, you don't have to be a billionaire to come to the same conclusion. Norway, India, Africa, and even America, real wealth means a lot more than money.